love, and how's your day going today? I am going to do a kitten chat about, the chat will be about the travels that I've just come back from, but I am kitting up from a DIYMoon Shop, Jeremiah Morelli's Sleeping Beauty. Now, I had already started to kit this up, chatting away, and my camera decided not to work. So I have kitted up some of it. I've waffled on a fair bit, and I'm going to start all over again. So this is Sleeping Beauty. Oh, sorry, not Sleeping Beauty, Sweet Dreams, Jeremiah Morelli, and this is the image, and it is a 75 by 106. Okay, so I've already made a mess. Yeah, but we will continue on. I did use the Xyron Maker. I did photocopy and enlarge the legend. I'm not sure whether I mentioned from DIYMoon Shop, but yeah. Got it on one of their promotions, as DIYMoon Shop do have offers coming out every now and then. I think this one I used the splurge card on. Anyway, we will continue on with kitting this one up. Elizabeth Ward bead storage is what I am using. And yeah, let's start the chat all over again. So, where have I been? I went away for approximately 4 weeks, just under 4 weeks. So, yeah, just under 4 weeks. Did the what Nathan called the Northwest Adventure, which was done as a camping trip with Nathan and his mate and his mate's wife and daughter. Quite an interesting trip. We weren't even halfway through the trip when the question was asked, would you do this again? And I went, no. Some of the things we saw were amazing, absolutely amazing to see. The camping side of things, no issue with the camping side of things. My issue was more to do with personality clashes and stuff like that. But it's the way it goes. So yeah, this trip was planned more than 2 years ago. Pre-COVID, the plan for it was to go June, July 2020, and then COVID hit, so that kind of threw a spanner in the works. We couldn't travel even within our state. So best time of the year to travel is actually June, July, August, for where we were going. So we had to postpone and managed to go this year. So we planned for the trip to be from Perth to Carragini. Just need to change my scissors. They're just too small. So yeah, Perth, Carragini National Park, and then up to Fitzroy Crossing Way, Mimby Caves, Wolf Creek, Prinalulu, and then Kununurra. Well, we weren't going to stay at Kununurra, but down Gibb River. So Quest Road, Gibb River Road, all the way down there. Yeah, and then back home. Plans were quite interesting to make. Took quite a bit of planning. Decision was made that we weren't going to go with 2 of everything. Because of where we're going, it was better off that we just we shared everything with the exception of obviously our tent, but also our toilets. So like we even had the shower. We used our shower on the trip, and they used our shower on the trip too. So little things, the little things that make a difference. Yes, we camped. We were self-sufficient. We had water, shower, toilet, all of that. So you know, it wasn't we weren't quite, wouldn't say we were roughing it in any way, shape or form. Okay, 2, 2, 3. So that was part of the fun of doing the trip, was the planning. We had quite a few planning sessions. One was the main ones were which direction we're going, where we're going, where we're staying, all of that. And then from there it was what food. Nathan and I, when we go camping, I do not cook. So for me, the food shopping didn't mean much, but you know, we had to discuss, and yeah. I don't like cooking at the best of time. Our camp, the way Nathan set up our camp kitchen, for me to actually reach the stove, I have to stand on a step, and he himself calls me a klutz. I call myself a klutz. We would see that if I cooked using our stove, highly likely I would get burnt at some stage and probably burn somebody else in the process. So yeah, combined stuff like that. So we did the shopping all together, we pooled all the money, and yeah, that was an experience in itself. 224. I have a 208 left over. Will I get it in there? Hang on. Yeah, I'll get it in there. Yeah, so that was, yeah. But the trip in itself had good bits, bad bits, personality clashes. Less than halfway through the trip, the question was asked, would you do this again? And I went, no. Yeah, that's how much I enjoyed some of the trip. But other aspects of the trip I absolutely loved. The West Australian outback and what it has to offer is amazing. Amazing. So I'll share images here. As I go along, you will see all sorts of stuff. National parks we went to, there was places where I was able to get my drone up, there was places I was not able to get my drone up. We had to pay for camping at some places, we free camped in other places, which is brilliant. Love the free camping. 327, that's a big one. So yeah, we free camped a few times as well. It's great when you don't have to rely on anything. So yeah, we headed off. I cooked the first thing for the trip. And that was the only time, apart from the pre-cooked meals, but that was the only time I really did anything in relation to direct cooking. I had made egg and bacon trays, which is actually alfoil trays where the bacon coats the bottom and around. You put the eggs and whatever in the middle, and then you put the bacon on top, and you cook it in the oven. The couple that travelled with us, they had a small oven that they had built into their vehicle, so it was cooked in that. It was cooked through in that. But our first meal, I will say, I actually cooked. Excitement on that one, isn't it? So our first couple of days, our first day we went Perth to Perth up to Meekatharra. We stopped at a couple of interesting places. You know, it was decided that if you found something you wanted to check out, we'll stop, we'll have a look. I don't know how much, you know, yeah, quite a lot of you have got no understanding of Australia or even Western Australia. So we stopped at something. I used wip'n'chat. Now wip'n'chat was a brilliant little app. Shows points of interest that other people have found. People give reviews on places, and so I used wip'n'chat. And wip'n'chat, we found a place called Scary Teddy Bear Tree. So I'll try and pop a picture in here of the Scary Teddy Bear Tree. So that was pretty cool. We had lunch at Meekatharra. The Teddy Bear Tree was somewhere around Kew. And then we travelled up further north towards Carragini. Okay, let's sort the next lot of, let's look out 3, 5, 6, 4, 1, 4, 5, 55, 52, 52, 53, 604, 632, 718, 754, 794, 796, 814, 823, 894, 915, and 75. Okay, that's one bag empty. So yeah, we stopped at the Scary Teddy Bear Tree, or sorry, Creepy Teddy Bear Tree. It was creepy, as you can tell by the pictures. We also on wip'n'chat came across SpongeBob SquarePants letterbox. Got a couple of pictures there, but unfortunately, due to a mishap which I'll cover later, I don't have pictures of. I don't think I have. If I have, I will put them here. I can't recall if I had them pictures of this little site. Yeah. Then we drove up and needed to find. We had picked out a free campsite. However, the boys had picked out a free campsite. They had a GPS location for it, but they didn't have how to get in there. So we had to work out where to get in there. So figured out roughly where to go, and then we've gone up the road, further up, about 20 kilometres up. And it's like, no, it's back that, we've already passed it somewhere along the line because we couldn't see it and we've gone past it. So then we backtracked, we turned around and went back, and you could hear it, oh, we're backtracking, we shouldn't be backtracking, and it's like frustration on that because we didn't want to do any backtracking on this trip. Yeah. Then from there, I think I might just take one of those. We backtracked, still couldn't find it, and then it's like, well, it's in this location to, you know, this side of, we're on this road going up, it's here. So the road in is somewhere here. We found a road in, and we're driving in, and somebody was coming out, and that was actually somebody, a station, is what we call them here. So yeah, it was a station, and people coming out, and they turned and said, no, this is our station. People get confused. If you go out and left and around, they gave us directions to where we needed to go. But yeah, quite an interesting process to get to that site. However, we got and found a site. I did get drone footage. but you will get some drone pictures only. Yet again, I lost data, and I will cover that in a little while. But yeah, Beringarra Pools is where we stayed. Oh, that's very full. That's very full. Yeah, Beringarra Pools. Pretty spot, so we set up camp there for the night and had a enjoyable evening. I can't even remember what our meals were. I can't remember what most of our meals were. There's one of them, I think. It's been a while since I've kitted up and remembered how big these are. I think I need to go with the next size up. I need to go that one for that. So yeah, we pitched tent, we had campfire. I think Nathan actually cooked that night on the actual campfire itself, right on the banks of the little river there, or whatever it was. But yeah, it was a beautiful night. No, I won't risk getting a second one. Okay, so then we packed up tent. The next one place we went to was Carragini. So I'll show you quite a range of Carragini here. Carragini is a lot of gorges. We had a couple of incidents happen there. On our first day we did Dale's Gorge, Fortescue Falls, and I can't even remember the last one. It was all Fernpool it was. And it's so pretty. Oh, I've got static. Hang on. Static. There we go. And Fernpool. So that was our first time we'd done a hike. Our very first hike, so it was quite an interesting thing to go and do. It was what they called a class 4, which okay, we'll see how we go. Down we went, and then we were climbing over rocks. It wasn't too bad. It was actually quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable, actually. I did enjoy doing that. We did that one. So that was the first day. By the time we'd finished that, we were kind of buggered because we were so unfit. That's what I haven't done. I haven't marked any of these to say I've got excess. Yeah, so we did first gorge. The second day we were at Carragini, I was actually sick. Woken up with a migraine, nausea, all of that, and then couple of hours, about an hour after being up, I've gotten there and I started throwing up, and it was like, well, you guys go do the next lot of hikes, and then there was no issue at all. It was just like, yep, you guys go and I'll get better. Comments coming from Nathan and the other and Aaron's wife, she's dehydrated. She didn't drink enough water yesterday when she was doing the walk. So they're saying I was dehydrated, and I'm going, it is just a migraine. Go do the walk. Go. Leave me alone. I'll be better later on. I'll have this head like this for 24 hours, about 24 hours. Go, enjoy. Don't let me ruin any fun. So yeah, they left Nathan's car. They went in one car, left Nathan's car, left me with food so I could have some lunch and all that if I wanted to eat. Yeah. So yeah, we went and did that. they went and did that, and I lied about the camp dying. Now, it wasn't cold, it was hot, and lying in the tent trying to, yeah, not good, not pretty. But they went on a class 5 hike, came back so excited and so happy to have done it, which was absolutely brilliant. Nathan enjoyed it. So, you know, that's really, you know, that's why we were there, to do stuff like that. And they've come back and I'm still not well. And still the conversation is, well, obviously she's dehydrated. And it's like, I'm not dehydrated. Oh, well, I'll give you something for it. And I'm like, I'm not dehydrated. I can't have this up. I'm not dehydrated, you know. And in the end, I gave up and went, okay, if I'm dehydrated, give me some of that stuff that you're saying will make me better. So I did. Electrolyte stuff. I had I drank it. Less than 10 minutes later, it came back up. And I turned around and I said, it is not dehydration. I have a migraine. Nothing I put in my stomach is going to stay down. So yeah. Later that day, later that evening, I did come good. It's just a case of just letting it ride and do what it has to. And that was day 3. I was sick. So I am actually going to leave that there. They did the right thing. Yeah, they enjoyed. I will come back and do another chat for further days. I'm still trying to get this. Excuse me. But there was lots of fun had on this trip. And I can't get this. I haven't got my glasses on. Maybe that's the issue. There we go. Got it. But yeah, it was up to day 3. Hopefully I've shared some good pictures. Day 4, we went on, I was well. Now, friends, their daughter, or her daughter, had a bit of an accident, twisted her ankle, that had only just recently healed from being broken. So she was in a brace, but we were off and we went and tackled a class 5. Yeah, a class 5 hike, which was amazing. You know, it was like, well, we will go as far as we can, we'll tackle as far as we can, we'll see how we go. We can always turn back if the going gets rough. I did it. I did the full class 5, including swimming through a section where there was no option but to swim. There were some sections where you could wade through, you could swim, you could wade through and try and stay up on the rocks on the side, or I took the option of just swimming. However, on the way back, I slipped. Well, I slipped a few times. Some of it I slipped and decided I was better off on my bum anyway. But the last time I slipped, I actually hurt my knee, which is still causing grief, and I haven't done anything about it yet. But I will say it was an amazing gorge. I'll show you the pictures here. You will see I have some video footage. I had a camera mounted here on my side, which was in a waterproof case, and you will actually see where I felt when I fell down. But on that note, I suppose this is probably a long enough video to share with you, only half an hour. I'll do another video. I'll continue on, but I'll share this video a little bit later, the next video a little bit later. But comment down below, let me know what you think of the images. And just let me know if you would consider doing 4 weeks out of a tent. I didn't make all 4 weeks, but yeah. And obviously pop the thumbs up button to give us a little bit of love. And I will say bye for now.